Good morning, my people. Look, it's about 2 a.m. here in my garage, in my study room, and I cannot sleep. And therefore, I decided, because this particular topic has been on my mind for quite a while, so I thought, let me come out and just talk to my people, my community who are into, rabbit farming. There are a few topics that needs to be cleared out because I see a lot of young upcoming entrepreneurs agri entrepreneurs specifically, who want to really start something, but very quickly they fold. And so I believe that there is a gap, there's a topic missing. And for that reason, guys, I came up here to just try and paint a picture of how do we really solve for the profitability of this rabbit farming that our people embark on. So please forgive me. Let me quickly go off camera, and then I will be completely on the PowerPoint, or go to my notes where I decided to jot a few things down. Okay, so yeah, catch you on the other side. So basically today we are solving for profitability of the rabbit business. See you on the other side. In a couple of weeks back, we explored the topic of, is rabbit farming easy or just another hype? The topic led us to several questions that require answers from this channel. If we are planning to take this rabbit farming thing to another level. Before we deep dive, remember that here at Ace Farm, it is all about raw, unfiltered data as we have experienced it in practically on the farm, right? So we are not really keen on being right or correct at any time. However, whatever information we pour out aims to lay a foundation for a beginner farm or for our viewer community. So come along, download it, play it, experiment with it, confirm if some of these data are making sense, improve on it, share it in the comment section so that we can continue to grow the community of rabbit farmers on the African continent. So, back to the big question. We are solving for profitability in a rabbit farm here at Ace Farm, Accra, Ghana, somewhere small in West Africa. So like any business, it takes input, add value to such input to produce an output, right? That is the fundamental formula for any business. And the output must be valuable more than the individual inputs alone. So the other very interesting part is that the Ghanaian community are really blessed, because there is no evidence of any religious or cultural barriers to the rabbit meat. Therefore, this makes the adoption of the rabbit meat as a source of white meat very, very easy. Easy only if we can solve for profitability. Therefore, solving for profitability focuses on key inputs from the farm asset, which I call must have. Okay, I'm going to try and paste this so that you can have access to that. So must have assets will include the breed of certain quality, the housing or the hatches, automated watering system, quality feed, or a balanced diet, a conducive environment. I'm talking about environment from the weather point of view, from noise, pests, mosquitoes, predators. In addition to that, you obviously have to have some internal activities, like your production, reproduction management, targeted output per month, managing the breeding stock. Your bucks and doe must be in top form such that they are able to meet the required monthly target. Of course, there's going to be general farm management, good record keeping, cleanliness, biosecurity, labor, your labor force, time, and of course, general patience or being passionate about animals, which are just, a bonus. In everything that you do in rabbit farming, routine is essential. Then when it comes to external activities, like your marketing, your sourcing of goods and services that is going to support your farming, adding value to raw material. In other words, when you produce a rabbit meat, what value can you add to it so that you can score a little bit more profit or margin? A commerce infrastructure that allows your product to move very quickly. So basically, all these factors directly impact the profitability of an agro business. In this particular case, the rabbit business. Okay, so the material covered in this video can easily be called a rabbit farmer's companion. Okay, because it provides a guide for all type of rabbit farmers. I'm talking about the backyard rabbit farmer, I'm talking about the homestead, and I'm talking about the mid to large scale commercial farmers. So save this video, pause it, take screenshots, revisit the content over and over again until you are 100% certain that this is really what you want to do, and then go for it. So yeah, maybe actually a good starting point is to start demystifying some of the popular myths in the rabbit farming community. And I think I've also covered this topic in one of the past videos. So go back to it and refer to it. Okay. The basics that we all know about rabbit meat is that it's a good source of protein. It measures best in fat content, very low in cholesterol, high in protein, very low in calories. Okay, so having said all of this, the rabbit meat as a protein source stands out when compared to similar meat or white meat like chicken and pork. Okay, so like any business, obviously, passion, commitment, routines, and refined processes are a bonus to have in solving for profitability. So it is not all that different from rabbit farming. Okay, these intangible capabilities deserve to be mentioned in this effort to solve for profitability in the rabbit farming. So let's go back to the actual equation. So do not be alarmed, if you see this equation popping up, okay? But basically it is speaking about we want to get profit up. We want to rely on good, purposely bred animals. We want to use appropriate housing environment. We want to feed correctly, use the right content of the feed. We want to have the right marketing mix and manage productivity really. All of this is being done repeatedly over and over and over again. And then because it's an up and down business, you are looking at a sine wave. Okay, it's cyclical. So don't be scared. It is just me, your boy Alex, playing around with numbers. And this equation is my own. Okay, don't take it for it. Cheers. So breed selection is guided by the purpose of the farm. So in our case, the focus is on meat production. This means we will focus on purposely bred rabbits for meat products. For meat production. At Ace Farm, we are keeping the New Zealand and the Californian breeds. Okay, of course we do have other mix there, but our key focus is on those two. In the near future, we will be importing the South African pendula. Look it up, pendula. Okay, what are some of the qualities we look out for in a meat rabbit? Meat to bone ratio. Proportion of useful meat to bone, feed conversion, how efficient the animal convert feed into muscles, in this case meat. Time to reach maturity, because you really want these animals to be in and out quickly litter sizes, how many babies they give you per production, ability to care for the litter, ability to litter 4 to 5 times in a year. There are other traits, like temperament, but I think for now, the ones listed above here are fairly sufficient. So those are the key areas to focus on if you are really, keen on making profit because of the breed of the animal. Okay, let's see if we can move to the next one. Hatches or housing environment for these animals. So, look, appropriate housing is crucial for a successful and profitable rabbit business. Housing that is designed appropriately, measured to standard, built with the right material, right wire meshes, timber, steel, obviously built and located in the right environment with good weather condition, not too much wind, not too much rain, not too much heat, housing placed in a very minimum noise environment, pest control. We're talking about mosquitoes, we're talking about rats, lizard. I saw a lizard on one of the roofs there, and obviously safeguarding your animals from predators. Some does can actually eat up their kids when threatened. And obviously, if your does start eating up your kids, that is a sign of less profit, right? So hatches, must be constructed in such a way to allow for easy flow of waste. Reduce clogging of waste, which becomes, disease festering spots. In the organic farming practices, the intent is always to prevent. In other words, we're using a preventative approach rather than medication for disease treatment. Here at Ace Farm, we basically kill the animal to reduce medication, or even not to use medication at all, because we intend to farm organically. Okay. However, having said all of that, we do supplement them with beautiful vitamins that keeps them growing. Okay. Okay, let's move to the next one. I think it's going to be feed. So we are now solving for feed, right? Basically, feeding for rabbit is, is a highly contested area. My nephew, Elliot, is the expert here at Ace Farm. And one day, when we do a deeper dive into feed, Elliot is going to take the lead and run with this topic. So, Elliot, over to you the next time we speak about feed. So, in the context of solving for profitability, feed is described as the total nutritional requirement of the animal. So, it includes water, minerals, and vitamin supplement. Any material that the animal nibble on can also be categorized as feed. So just be aware, feed alone makes up 70% of the operational cost of a typical mid-sized commercial rabbit farm. And feed has got certain characteristics. It is dynamic component that varies and responds sharply to the market condition. So if prices of maize goes up or wheat goes up, you can imagine feed goes up. Now in Ghana, what is very, very interesting is that we are actually using the poultry feed mix to serve the rabbit community. So imagine how poultry feed goes up, and then that means rabbit feed goes up. We're doing it, unfortunately, wrong, and we need to correct that, okay? And therefore, due to lack of purposely formulated commercial feed for rabbits, farmers, and they've basically adopted to, using local grass to supplement what I call the poultry feed, which serves as the main commercial feed. This basically renders the farm to a chance. You make profit today, you make loss tomorrow. Okay, the predictability of outcome is low, and hence the industry is not really reliable or attractive to investment as an investment destination. So Make use of locally available grasses. However, you need to be very, very careful. Okay, we've got the elephant grass, assorted tree leaves, legume plants like pigeon leaves, alfalfa, which we do not have. Just make use of those local grass as much as possible. However, my recommendation is that you wash them. You wash them thoroughly. You salt them, because you don't know where the grass comes from. You are not sure who has used agrochemical in the area. So just be super, super careful. Otherwise, you can easily kill your animals accidentally. Okay, so that's it from my side. Let's quickly summarize this video. Just note that I will not be touching on marketing and production, because those are just huge topic that I cannot do that right now. But in the next session that we have, we'll definitely be touching on those points. Okay, let's see if we can summarize and then move on. So in conclusion, it is difficult, but it can be done. It has been done before. There is a lot of hype and myth around all this rabbit profitability thing. However, if you keep focus and keep your eye on the goal, you should be able to do it. So for sure, breed is such a critical and an important part of the whole business. The hatches, the housing, absolutely critical. The feed alone can save you a ton of money. Then obviously you need to focus on the marketing. Production. Rabbit are animals that likes routine. Therefore, keep to the same time and they will be happy. Honestly, when you visit your farm, just check it. When you visit your farm, you see the animals become much more active, right? It is because they are expecting something from you. So just make sure you keep visiting them at the right time. Don't just get in there and disrupt their rest, okay? And all in all, general good farm management, neatness will all result in profitability. So young farmers out there, go out and do it. You can do it. Get quality organic rabbit meat into each house, healthy, and bring some good proteins to our children. And let's keep going. Okay, cheers from now. This is Alex from Ace Farm. Look, if you like this content, support us. We've got much bigger ambition, really. Support us, let us grow. We've got much bigger ambition for the rural areas, not just for Ghana, but we're looking across the entire African continent. So we need your help. We need your thumbs up. Share with your friends. Yeah. Thank you and bye.